It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Toronto Raptors. For the Raptors, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And so the All-Star break is behind us. Second half of the season is upon us. Shaq, is this where we'll see the great teams start to separate themselves from the rest of the pack?
Yeah, I think so, but still a lot of games left to be played. A lot can happen that's out of your control. You just got to keep a strong mindset, work hard, and just hope for the best.
But this is where the postseason picture will start to get in focus, because right now we're trying to figure out who's going to be who and who's playing where, who's the matchups, and you come in with those great graphics at the end. But this is where it's starting to get clarification, Ernie. Playoff state of mind.
The tip-off fast approaching. Let's send it down to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
The crowd is assembled at the Air Canada Center, looking for a Raptors victory here in Toronto. And we've got it live right here on 2K Sports. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the monster out there with Doc, and it's Silk, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Hayward in at the small forward. Just 5 on the clock. The monster passes to Gobert. Shot is no good, and Toronto will come the other way.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
Greg, I couldn't agree with you more. They allowed some opposing reserves to get it going. You know the stars are going to get their point. But when you allow those second unit guys to get it going, that's when you're in trouble.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the miss by DeRozan. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's the monster. A 26-point game for him in the win against Boston.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 blocked shots and also altered a ton of shots.
That's not a sight you see very often. He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And Gordon Hayward was involved in one of the more fascinating NBA draft stories. It started after his father confirmed that Gordon would submit his name to the draft, but would not immediately have an agent.
Yeah, reportedly, Dad created a highly detailed 2-page questionnaire that he gave prospective agents, which is not something that's typical.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I caught up with head coach Dwayne Casey. I asked him about the difficulty defensively against a team that's so smart and controlled offensively. He said that's a great point. They really do a terrific job of executing their offense. Not a lot of miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And down 1-0 in the season series, guys, we'll see if they can even it up.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. It sounds like the most important number for them today is opposing shooting percentage.
As it should be. I mean, this is an opponent that can go through some very hot stretches with the ball. So they've got to do what they can to limit those opportunities.
Yeah, and from what Coach was saying, guys, I mean, he knows that. They should play some suffocating D today if he got his message across.
And the shot is good.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Now here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
So it's Utah now, following the miss by DeRozan. Here is Doc. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Shot off the screen. Fast break Toronto. Here's Valanciunas. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Celtics in Boston.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands. And it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
And here's Valanciunas after Gordon Hayward hitting the three. The 11-footer, it's deflected.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
To the wing right side. Here is Doc looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Silk. Toronto grabs the miss. DeRozan kicks to Carroll, takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Silk, and Utah another three.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
DeRozan dishes to Valanciunas. On the wing, DeRozan. Defended by Hayward for the three. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Gobert the pass to the monster. To the middle. Here's Hayward. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Here's the monster. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Hayward passes to Silk. Back to Hayward. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Patterson, the screen. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. Drop shot. The thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. But he settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the two. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And Toronto making a change here. Scola's checked in. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Utah leading by 4. Here's the monster, and the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Gobert the pass to the monster, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
Biombo is checked in for Toronto. Johnson comes in for DeMar Carroll, and Utah with a change here, too. George is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Raptors trail by 6.
You know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014. Was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And there's the pass to Silk. He kicks to Hayward. They set the pick. Nice ball movement by Utah. George passes to Down. It's stolen by DeRozan. Pass to Johnson. And here is Joseph. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Pass to Biyombo. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked away. One-on-one here. Here's the monster. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Pass to Silk. There's a good screen. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. Johnson gets the bucket.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run-up.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
The monster passes to Silk. A shot by Hayward. Wide open. Joseph with the rebound. Who's trailed by 4. On the shot clock. 3-pointer. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Utah leading by 4. The monster passes to Down. Hayward on the wing. Nice shot from the wing. Hayward's got 12.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just one basket away from winning it all.
Toronto calls timeout. Going back to Hayward, he took that buzzer-beating half-court shot, Clark, that would have won his school the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backcourt and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell.
Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Utah also making some changes. Lyles checked in for Silk. Hood comes in for Doc. And Max subbed in for the monster. Here's Scola. It's hauled in by Lyles.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Excellent D there by Johnson.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Biyombo kicks to Ross. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Scola to the left side lane. Here's Joseph. And again, Toronto no up.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Here's Mack. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Hayward, right side. Off the pick.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Offensive rebound. Biombo. That's good. Biombo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And Mack kicks to Hayward. And he comes off the screen and spins it through.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Here's Lyles. He had 13 points in the win against the Celtics in Boston, and the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. Here's Mack. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. Feeds it to Hood. Latre. And that one's good. And now an 11-point Utah lead.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Now here's Biombo, defended by George. Scola. That's short off the rim.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
And Mack kicks to Hayward. The 3. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul. 6 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. With 1 on the clock, and that's not going to go. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Utah out in front, up 11. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yep, Velcro Valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Utah.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Corey Joseph is out there at DeRozan. And it's Carroll in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Silk, top of the key. There's the pass to the monster. Passes it to Doc. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And Utah leads by 10.
There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here's DeRozan. Clock at 6. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
The Raptors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season. You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. He dishes it to Patterson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Patterson's got his second bucket tonight.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. But it looks like they're putting it together right now.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
No good on the second free throw. Raptors trail by 8. And Joseph gets to Patterson. And it's DeRozan at the elbow. Carroll with a screen for DeRozan. Patterson the screen. Shot from free throw range. Can't get it to go. And it seems all the other way. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. The monster passes to Gobert. Here's the monster. Gobert the screen. Pass to Silk. Clock at 4. Nice form on the 20-footer. Silk's got 5.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Toronto calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
He's checked in for Patrick Patterson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's DeRozan with the drive. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Here is Doc. Here's Silk. Kicks to Hood. Down low. Here's the monster. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Now here's Carroll. 14 points from him the last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Dishes to DeRozan. 16 feet away. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. The monster passes to Doc. Toronto grabs the miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Joseph dishes to Scola. Left side, DeRozan. Off the left rim and out. Utah leading by 13. There's the feed to Hood. The monster. Another miss by Utah. Raptors are gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
And it's Carroll in the corner.
On the wing, DeRozan. Trying to get back on track. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Raptors trail by 13. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Hands the shot with nobody near him. DeRozan's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMarre Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. I think he's found a home now.
Utah leading by 11.
And Carroll, an energy player who's developed a reliable three-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
Here's the monster. He has 7. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer. That's good. Hood's got 5 points in the quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part. And Carroll, by advanced stats, one of the most productive small forwards in our league. I mean, one thing I like, even as he's developed into a three-point threat, he still has an instinct for cutting to the rim off the ball when his defender turns his head. I mean, one of the things I think that allows his team to be so good is his understanding of how to play the game.
And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Yeah, he's not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over the back call.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Joseph. There's the dish to Valanciunas. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
Valanciunas hits them both.
And for Valanciunas last year, his offensive production was similar to the year before, but he cut down on his turnovers. He also raised his shooting percentage to a career-high 57%, and that, my friends, is improved efficiency.
You know, talking about Valanciunas, the lights clearly went on last season. He was more assertive, refined his post game. The next step is to extend his shooting range so he can help space the floor on offense.
Utah shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And what a game for the monster. He's got 8 points and 6 assists. He's passing the ball so well right now and is really focused at the charity stripe, too.
And Clark, you can just see him oozing with confidence right now.
George is checked in for Utah. Hayward comes in for Doc. Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Now, here's DeRozan. 14 points for him. Carroll, no one around him. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Here's the monster. He's got 9. Hayward outside. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Silk. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Some changes for Toronto. James Johnson's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Utah also making some changes. Lyle comes in for Silk. And Max subbed in for Hood. Now, here's Valanciunas. 6 points for him. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania Club, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with his combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
Biombo, he's checked in for the Raptors. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
Joseph with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He kicks to Valanciunas. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development.
Raptors trail by 9. Now Joseph, looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Biombo, to the paint. Here's Valanciunas, and that one goes long.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Ross kicks to Valanciunas. Johnson sends the screen for Valanciunas. He feeds it to Ross. Rebound, Utah. They've led by as many as 14 points. The pass to the monster. They set the pick. Here's Mack. 9 points last game. Shot clock at 3. The monster passes to Lyles. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Toronto's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Now, here's Valanciunas. Not a lot of room, and he gets it to go.
It started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Utah leading by 9. Here's the monster. He's got 11. Passes it to Lyles. Puts up a 3, and that one's good. Lyles got 5 points now this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. The Raptors making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Utah calls timeout.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Toronto working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Here's Joseph. It's hauled in by Lyles.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to the monster. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Joseph dishes to Ross. And they're pushing it up. Drops in the breakaway layup. The Monsters got the lead up to 14 now for Utah.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now here's Joseph. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Johnson gets the bucket.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Utah leading by 12. Here's the monster. He's got 13. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. Matt. It's Biombo with the rebound. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Terrence Ross, an explosive young player who can really put on a show. Clark, jaw-dropping, highlight reel dunks are his specialty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tremendous athlete, great bounce and elevation and creativity. Won the slam dunk contest as a rookie.
The first free throw is good.
And back to Terrence Ross. Sometimes the show he puts on is of the scoring variety. He threw in 51 against the Clippers 2 seasons ago. Great lift and form on his shot.
And both free throws good for Ross.
You know, one thing I think about with Terrence Ross is he can be all or nothing. His game moves up and down like a roller coaster or an echocardiogram. I mean, he's up, he's way up, and he's down. Look out below.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Patterson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Doc, he's checked in for Utah.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's Mack. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Tot. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Johnson. The shot will not go. And so we conclude the first half. Utah leads by 8. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Coach Casey, obviously you'll be starting the second half with your work cut out for you. What do you need to see change to start climbing back into this game?
Well, the thing about it is we got to have some want-to, some defensive toughness, some grit. We're not playing with that. I saw none of that in our first few minutes of the game. I've got to see some focus and some fire.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Gordon Hayward wasting no time getting hot. He had 16 points and 1 assist. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he's got 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Raptors trail by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, they got Silk. Doc is out there with the monster, and it's Hayward, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Utah's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. Here's the monster. Stolen by Joseph. Fast break. Here they come. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws. And what Patrick Patterson gives you guys is solid all-around play. He can help you in a lot of areas. High basketball IQ, high character, understands his role, knows his limitations, and stays within himself.
And going back to Patterson for just a moment, he's been lauded for his mature approach. Ever since high school in West Virginia, he was involved in a highly publicized recruiting battle between Florida and Kentucky, ultimately choosing the latter.
Yeah, and you know, the part of his game, Kevin, that he's really worked on is his ability to face up and shoot. Really starting to evolve into a guy that can space the floor, that space floor. And when he's hitting that jumper at a high percentage, I think his value to the team goes up exponentially. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Good. DeRozan's got 16 points.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse.
And that is good. 19 points for Gordon Hayward.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Screen by Valanciunas. Left side, DeRozan. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but it's still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Now, here's Joseph. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He's got 14 points and also a block shot. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
So he gets them both. Utah leading by 4. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Inside, feeds it to Hood, beyond the arc, and he gets it to go. Hood's got 11 points.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pockets and deny him the catch.
Toronto calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He went over the offensive plan, and that hinges on running through Valanciunas. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Cav, it'll be interesting.
And thank you for that, Doris. Kicks it to Hood. Now the pass to Silk. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is good. Silk's got 7 points.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And Joseph kicks to Carroll. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
And Toronto making a change here. Scola's checked in. Hayward against Carroll. He dishes it to Valanciunas. And Carroll now atop the key. Shot clock at 5. DeRozan passes to Scola. Rebound, Utah. Doc's got his 3rd rebound on the night. This is it to Silk. Gobert the screen. Dishes to Hayward. Shoots a fader. Hayward missing again. Raptors trail by 6. And DeRozan. Here we go. Can't get it to go. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. They get it again. Pass to Doc. Here's Silk. DeRozan defending. And that one's good. 10 points for Silk.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleed.
Now here's Joseph. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Scola. Here we go now. And he gets the bucket. Utah calls timeout.
And for Louis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. He was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
Utah leading by 7. The pass to Silk. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And now Utah, fast break. Here's Hayward. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Hayward's got 8 here in the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Utah.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
For Utah, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. There's the feed to Gobert, and stolen by Stolen. And here's Joseph, looking for his first basket still in this one. The dish to DeRozan. That's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here is Dot, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Hayward against Stolt. Hayward passes to Silk. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Silk's got 12.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And it's Carroll in the corner. 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
But better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Here's Silk. 12 points for him. Gobert, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's Utah. Joseph with the ball. Screen by Valanciunas. Off the screen. And he gets that one to go off the front line. Joseph's got his first 2 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the layup ball. And now just a 5-point Utah lead.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 are coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
For 3, Hayward, that's good. Hayward's got 27.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Joseph. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Toronto. Biombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Luis Scola. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Damari Carroll. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. George is checked in for Gobert. Lyle comes in for Gordon Hayward. Shelvin Max checked in for Hood. And the Monsters subbed in for Doc. Here's the Monster. He's got 13. Back the pass to Lyles. Here's Silk, covered by Biombo.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Ross, some nice pull from here by the Raptors. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's George. Pass to Silk. To the inside. Lyles passes to Matt. Here's the Monster. He kicks to Matt. Here's the Monster. And it falls over the rim and in. The Monster's got 15 points. Raptors trail by 7. Now Joseph. He has 5. Ross dishes to Joseph. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's the pick. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the lead just froze on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's the monster. He's got 15. And George now top of the key. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Utah leading by 9. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. That's to the monster. Here's Silk. DeRozan defending. Here's Silk. Pass to Lyles. Here's the monster. And the pass to Silk. Here's the monster. Another shot. Ross grabs the board. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Patterson is checked in for Toronto. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. Outside DeRozan. Now here's Patterson. Defense right on him. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this one. Patterson can't get it to go. Utah leading by 9. Here's the monster. 15 points in the game. Passes to Lyles. Puts up a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Biombo's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. 3-pointer. Good. Patterson's got 12 points in the game.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Here's the monster. Pass to Lyles. Takes a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. 16 seconds left in the third. Outside DeRozan. Matt grabs the miss. Here's Silk. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Silk's got 11 in the second half. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Utah out in front. They're up by 8. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And Utah has possession. Here's the monster. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Terrence Ross is out there at DeRozan. And it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Now here's Ross. And it's a foul called on Doc. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's Toronto now. They trail by 6. Here's DeRozan. No good off the front iron. Utah shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. The monster passes to Doc. Gobert, the screen. Tries to save it. Now the Raptors moving it up. DeRozan leading the charge. Here's Patterson. Outside Carroll. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead. One of the big stories is second chance point. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area.
Raptors trail by 8. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Ross kicks to Patterson. He feeds it to Carroll. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Pass to Carroll. Now here's Patterson. Defended by Hayward. That's good.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Here's the monster. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Back to pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 5 to shoot. One-on-one here. Here's Patterson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Just absolute domination in this one for Patterson. He has 15 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he's squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked him down.
Corey Joseph's checked in for Ross. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Utah leading by 3. Here's the monster. Feeds to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Hayward dishes to Gobert. The pass to the monster. No good off the back of the rim. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Now here's Joseph. T right on him. And stolen by Hayward. Here's Doc. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Yeah, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Now here's Gobert. Here is Doc. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. Can't hit. Nice D from DeRozan.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Now here's Joseph. Carroll. And right on target. Good. Utah calls timeout.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over was a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He said we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now, here's Joseph. And Carroll gets it to go.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Here's the monster. Gobert, the screen. The monster passes to Gobert. Here's Doc. From down in the low post, it goes. Doc's got 4 points in the quarter.
all quarter long. He's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
And Joseph kicks to Carroll and out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Utah leading by 3. Hayward outside. Gobert with a screen on Carroll. Hayward passes to the monster. To the inside. Nobody near George. Uses the glass to drop it in. And Utah leads by 5. The Raptors have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Joseph dishes to Scola. Kicks to Joseph. Pocket 4. Fires it up. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Doc. Outside, George. Gobert the screen. The monster passes to Gobert. With the second effort, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The free throw good from George. George drops them both. Raptors trail by 7. Now here's Joseph. Outside Scola. He's looking for Carroll and finds him. And he gets the bucket.
Take a look at what Carroll's done. He's got 11 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Utah leading by 5. Here's the monster. Has to Doc. Dishes to Hayward. Pocket 6. Here's Gobert. Shot is off. Excellent D there for Scola. And DeRozan kicks to Scola. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 3-point Utah lead.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's the monster, and there's the feed to Gobert. George has a 2-pointer. Gobert, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. And Utah leads by 5.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Valanciunas, and it's a foul called on Doc. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Silks checked in for George. Carroll dishes to Joseph. Scola sets a screen for Joseph. He kicks it to Scola. And no good as it rattles out. Utah leading by 5. Nice ball movement by Utah. It's good from long range. And that's now 20 points for the monster.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. Screen by Valanciunas. And Tamar Carroll, good for 3. Carroll's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's unguardable. Nobody been able to contain him here in the 4th quarter. Now 4 or 5 from the field.
And there's the pass to Silk. Passes to the monster. Here is Doc. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Luis Scola. And here is Joseph. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Outside Carroll. Shot, no good. So Utah will take it the other way. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. There's the bucket, good. That's now 8 points for Doc.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Joseph with the ball to Rosen. And the Raptors miss again. Here's the monster. Right wing. Here's Silk. Sinks the triple. And now a 9-point Utah lead.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
And Joseph hits to DeRozan. And Tunis sets a screen for DeRozan. Misses off the left iron.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Utah with the ball, following the miss by DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. They set the screen. Joseph with the rebound. Raptors trail by 9. The dish to Scola. And DeRozan. Here we go. That's good. DeRozan's got 28 points for the game.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Here's the monster. Hayward outside. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. Toronto, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively. Shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. DeRozan on the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Utah leading by 7. Pass to Doc. Here's the monster. Guarded by Scola. Here's the monster. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he can hit at the line.
Great job of scoring there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 10. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. It's DeRozan with the drive. Rebound, Utah. Monster's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
Well, they've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Now here's Hayward. Carroll with the rebound. We've got 1:13 left in the game. Rosen dishes to Down Jones. Hayward with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Utah.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And a one-sided season series this has been. I mean, in the final game of the year between these two teams, they do everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Raptors.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark Once again, another great performance for the Monster. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. And in what seems like the same old for him, he scored yet another double-double. Talk about Mr. Dependable. This guy had it going.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.